Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to make another video and basically explain a little bit about my job search and the situation that I'm looking at. I did some more research on, I guess, teams that I might be able to work for in the future, because if you follow me, you know that I'm trying to get into the field of PA announcing, because that's my dream job is to go to games and to do the announcements and the lineups and stuff like that. Um, I have been looking at possible leagues and teams that I could essentially work for. Because a lot of people say that, well, there's only so many teams, and so it's really hard to get into the field. And I'm not necessarily disagreeing with him, but I'm with the research that I did, I saw that there's actually quite a few teams. Not all of them are going to be the NFL or the NBA, but as far as just teams in general and getting some experience, there's actually a whole lot of opportunities. And I'm going to show you this list that I actually made of potential leagues and the numbers of teams that they have in this league, and I guess I could read some of them off. As far as baseball goes, of course, there's only I think 30 teams in the MLB as for a professional league, but the MILB, which I guess is all the minor league teams. There's Double A, there's Triple A, and so I guess there's it says there's 256 MILB teams. So there's 256 minor league teams that I could potentially do some work for. Uh, so there's a lot more than just the MLB, and that's just baseball. And this also goes for uh, different sports as well. As far as say like basketball, of course the NBA has I think 31 teams, but then there's also the G League, which who has 27 teams, and then if you go below that, the NCAA basketball, there's this is what it says. This is from the research that I did. Just in Division One alone has 347 different teams. So there's 347 different college basketball teams that I could potentially work for. And then, of course, with some experience, I could work my way up maybe to a G League and then work my way up to an NBA team. But, just starting out, there's a lot of NCAA basketball teams that might need, somebody to work for them. And also the same thing with hockey. So there's the ACHA, which has over 150 different teams, including Division 1, Division 2, and even Division 3, but Division 3 seems like it's games that like nobody's actually attending. But at least for Division 1 and Division 2, there's still over 150 teams, and that's just the ACHA alone. That's I guess a minor league hockey league, but then there's also the ECHL, which has 27 teams, which they're a semi-pro hockey team, and I believe that's the one where the Chicago Wolves play, and also the San Antonio Rampage. So they're a semi-pro hockey team, not quite the NHL, and the same thing with the AHL. They have 31 teams, and that also includes here in Colorado, the Colorado Eagles. So I believe they're a semi-pro hockey team. So that's another 27 teams and 31 teams right there with those two leagues. And and then also with football, it says in the NCAA subdivision, there's over 100 different teams, and also in the NCAA, just in Division 1, there's 115 teams. And then also there's the XFL coming up. They're going to have 8 teams. The American Alliance of Football, they're going to have another 8 teams, which isn't a lot, but there's still just more opportunities there. And also the same thing with soccer. The Major League Soccer, I believe, has 23 different teams, so not a whole lot, but they also have the where did I put it? The USL Champions League, which I guess is a form of minor league soccer. they have 41 teams, and USL League One also has 12 teams. So there's a lot of minor league and semi-pro teams that I could potentially start out with. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at different divisions and different leagues and seeing if maybe I can get a breakthrough or an opportunity with one of these. Because I don't necessarily need to work for, the Denver Broncos, like, I'm willing to travel and go to other places. I'm willing to work for minor league teams, semi-pro teams. Even right now, I'm potentially going to be starting with a high school just to get some experience. But I'm okay with that. So I'm willing to, start out small, maybe with some high school teams, work my way up to some, like, semi-pro teams, and yeah, maybe work my way up from there. But there's a bunch of different teams, so I'm hoping that, at some point I get an opportunity with one of these teams, even if it's a minor league team or a semi-pro team. I'm totally okay with that. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm looking at. I'm doing some more research, sending out emails, and maybe one day I will get my opportunity, but until then, I just got to be myself. I got to enjoy life and enjoy what I'm doing, and that's what I'm doing. So anyway, that's my update on what I'm doing and as far as my job search and everything goes. So other than that, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.